In this video, we'll introduce you to the View Manager from Optovia. As you know, there is no out-of-the-box solution to set a specific view to specific groups of users or to change the owner of a specific shared view. You must also rely on users to use the prescribed views or update their views when new features or functionality is rolled out. And currently, it's difficult to create consistency for users. So what can you do? Our solution is Optovia's View Manager. This innovative utility allows you to push a specific view to a group of users and allows you to change the owner of a shared view. By having consistent views across users, you can support standardization of the user experience. Now, before we show you how it works, first we'll let you know that it's free and it utilizes the Clarity REST API to interact with Clarity's functionality and has a simple to use user interface. Let's start by showing you how to change the owner of a view. Currently, we're logged in over here as Nicholas Thibault, and he is the current owner of a view called 2022 PMO Project View. If I go into Manage, you can see he is indeed the owner of that view. So if Nicholas got promoted and someone else is going to be taking his position and needs the ownership of this view, so if we want to change the ownership of the view, we then navigate. If we want to change the ownership of the view, If we want to change the ownership of the view, we navigate over to Custom Objects, select View Manager, and then we can enter a new row. In this case, I'm just going to call it Change View, Change Owner of. In this case, I'm going to add a new row, and I'm going to call it Change Owner. Once I've added the row, I click on the name, and from here I can put a description as to why I want to change the owner of a particular view. Under Set Type, we select Change Owner to Logged In User. So when you change the owner of a view, it will be to the logged in user who's using the View Manager. Under Object Name, we select the object that that view belongs to. In this case, it's Project. And then under View, we will select the 2022 PMO Project View, and we can see it's currently owned by Nicholas. Once that's filled out, we go up to Actions, click Change Owner, and we'll get a message saying it was done successfully. Now, if I want to go over to Projects and verify, it's changed to the administrator, which I'm currently logged in as. If we go to View, select Manage, and created by me, we can now see the 2022 PMO Project View is now owned by the administrator. Likewise, I can verify by going back into Nicholas's account, select View, Manage, and created by others, we'll now see the administrator is now the owner of the 2022 PMO Project View. And that's how simple it is to change the view owner. So as you can see here, I have a view that's been created, 2022 Project View Exec. And if I wanted to push this view down to my end users, it's very easy to be done with the content. If I wanted to push this view down to my users, it's very easily done through the View Manager. I'll go over here to Custom Objects, select View Manager, and I'm just going to create a new row. I call this Push View. I'm going to enter into the row. I can put a description here as to the view one. I can put a description into. I can put a description in to. I can put a description in to describe the view. I can put a description in. I can put a description in for. I can put a description in to. I can put a description in. I can enter in a description to state the view and why I'm sending it out to which users. Under Set Type, I'll set Selected View. Under Object, I can scroll down. In this case, we know it's a project view. I can define the view here. In this case, it's 2022 Project Exec. Now, to send it down to a group of users, we'll first start off with the resource pool. This must be filled in. I do know the resources I want to send this to happen to be under All Groups, Internal, Development, and I can further refine it based on the access group. I know in this case, I want to do PMO Execute Viewer. I can also further refine it by access group. In this case, I'm going to do PMO Executive. I can further refine it by access group. In this case, PMO Executive Viewer. And if I have users who are already using it, maybe potentially modified it, I don't want to overwrite what they've done, so I can select new users only, and it'll only push it down to new users who don't already currently have this view. In this case, I'm going to leave that open, and then up here to Actions and say Set Selected View, and then it'll run a script in the background that'll set this view for those users that belong to this group and the resource pool. Now, you must remember that resource pool must be filled out. So our sample user that we have, Nicholas Thibault here, we'll go over to Projects. We can press F5 or the refresh icon. And when we do, we'll see when the script is done running. In this case, we know it's completed. We then go over to our user. I'm going to log in as Nicholas Thibault, this account here. Go into Projects. And we can now see the view has been set to that new view we just pushed down. And that's how you set a view across your users. The View Manager is the first of its kind and is a result of listening to clients and our close friends at Broadcom. We are pleased to offer this new utility as part of Optovia open source. You asked and we delivered. You can now set specific views for your users and also change the owner of view. If you're looking for more Clarity content functionality, reach out to us. Follow us on LinkedIn, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and become part of Optovia open source.